Hello and welcome to the Italian cooking class again. This is 4 loaves of bread that I made, and literally it took me 10 minutes to make them up, and they're just proving. Here we have at the front, here we have a fennel and Italian herb loaf, and at the back here we have just a plain loaf which I'm going to be infusing with some olives and some garlic. And then bake them. I'm going to actually knock them back down, infuse the back ones, let them rise again, and then bake them for about 20 minutes at about 200 degrees Celsius. Now, this is the type of thing that we do. It's very simple. Literally took me 10 minutes to actually make these doughs up, and then we'll see the end result. So we'll be back with you shortly. They're just really beautiful. They're actually a herb, fennel and Italian herbs. It's going to be this one here is going to be a garlic and olive infused bread. And this one here is the fennel and herb combination. Thank you. As you can see here now, I'm actually knocking it back. This is the fennel and Italian herb loaf. All we're doing is just knocking it back just once, give it a little roll, stretch the dough out nicely so it just gives it that air, brings it in there. And we're just going to put it back in a little shape, a little bit of oil in the actual baking tin here so that it doesn't stick. And as well as not sticking, what it actually does, the oil, as it gets hot, it actually bakes the outside and browns the outside of the loaf. So it actually fries it a bit, and it basically gives it a nice golden colour, and it's really, really good. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to knock back the plain bread dough, and then I'm going to infuse it with some garlic and olives. As you'll notice I have some slivers of garlic and olives. I'll just quickly bit of oil in here just so that it's ready to go. When we've infused it, we can put it back in the actual baking tray without any problems, because as soon as you knock it back you want to infuse it, and then you want to be able to put it in as quickly as you can. So what we'll do is we'll just knock this back. As you can see, I did the other one. It's just a lot of beautiful and fluffy, lots of air in there, so we'll just do that again. We'll stretch it, we'll get that air into it again, nice and fluffy, and we'll close it back in there. Now what we'll do is we'll get these pieces of garlic and we'll just infuse them in there that way. Garlic and olive, anywhere that you like it, as much as you like. You can infuse it with anything you want, folks. It really is no problem whatsoever with anything that you like. Very simple, get it right in there. The more the better, the more flavour, the better it is. You can put tomatoes in there, you can put onion, you can put cheese. The good thing is to actually get it right in there so that when it actually proves again, it starts to rising, and what happens is it starts to encapsulate it all in there and it grabs it, because if you slice it and stick it in, it'll open up and actually come out. But if you actually just stick it in there as it's again proving and rising, it grabs it and grabs hold of the ingredient that you've actually put in there. So if you can make it disappear into the little dough there, it's even better still. And what we'll do is we'll show you the end result of this. Feels like it's actually growing as I'm sticking this beautiful ingredients in there, you know. It's just fabulous. Just get that in there like that. So this is the olive and garlic dough, and it's infused with spikes of garlic and olives. Just one more in there like that. This one's actually come out, see, because I'm pushing it through from the other side and pushing them in, and they're coming out. But once it's in there sitting in the actual tray, it'll just grow and it'll just grab hold of everything, and it'll be just a wonderful, wonderful combination of infused ingredients. So that's about right. That's pretty good to me. We'll just go one more there just for the fun of it, and there it is. Voila. So that's it, ready to go. It's in there nicely now, as you can see in there. Wonderful like that. Now we'll just sit this back on the oven to actually prove, and shortly we will cook them off. As you can see, folks, this is it's just come out of the oven, and I know that it's been 5 minutes out of the oven, and I'm just going to cut it just nice and see what it's like straight down the centre. There you go, you can see the steam coming out of that, and that's a beautiful, just freshly made herb bread there, just nice and fresh, and it's just got a beautiful texture there, and it's nice. It's actually, I should have cut it. So what happens when you cut it hot, it actually squashes it down a bit, but ultimately you should let it cool and then cut it. But as you can see there, it's got the herbs to it. It's just beautiful. It's lovely the way that it's just nice and fluffy, and it's just gorgeous, and it's just freshly homemade, as you can see. So it's really is very simple. It took me all of about 15 minutes to make this complete 4 loaves, folks. So that's the herb infused one, and shortly I'm going to take out the olive and garlic infused. This one literally has just come out of the oven. It's quite firm. There we go. Just a beautiful loaf there. Try and cut it so that it doesn't break the nice fluffiness of the bread itself. There we go. That's a beautiful olive and garlic infusion there. Look at that bread. That's just beautiful, the way it rose, and just nice, and it's just so fluffy and just gorgeous. Ready to go. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. ItalianCookingClass.com, folks. Thank you. See you again.